Okay, first things first, I am an idiot. I was wrong about something. In full transparency, I want to come clean about that and talk to you guys about it today. However, I'm not annoyed that I was wrong about it because it actually leads me to quite an interesting point that I want to discuss in this video. Now, let me explain myself here. If you're subscribed to me, which if you aren't, you should do that now. But if you are subscribed to me, you might have noticed yesterday I posted a community post, as I do nearly every day on YouTube. And this was a picture of the achievement called The First Step for Modern Warfare 3 on Xbox. Now, to unlock this achievement, all you need to do is hit rank 55. The reason I searched it up was because every single player in every single lobby that I play is rank 55. And I get a lot of people in my comments saying skill-based matchmaking isn't as bad as I'm making out because most of the Call of Duty player base is just really good now, which I fundamentally disagree with. So I thought I'd look at the Xbox achievements and see what percentage of the player base had hit rank 55. And lo and behold, it was only a measly 3.12%. Now, when I saw this, I thought this was a slam dunk, a home run. And so I screenshotted it and went straight over to my community tab and uploaded that picture. It was only after that it dawned on me I'd actually been manipulated. And it's not like it's the first time I've been manipulated by Call of Duty and their scary parent publisher, Daddy Activision, but it was the first time that I've been made to look like an idiot. Now, let me explain. The reason that I was wrong and the reason that this statistic means literally nothing like every other statistic to do with this game is because for some unknown reason, they have joined Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, and Warzone 2 all under the same app. This means that every number you see to do with Modern Warfare 3 by default is always going to include the numbers from Modern Warfare 2. And all this means is the statistic that I gave for 3.12% of gamers reaching level 55 was not for the people who had bought Modern Warfare 3, but instead for all of the people that had not only bought Modern Warfare 2, but bought Modern Warfare 3, and all of the people who had downloaded and played Warzone 2 for free, which obviously is going to be literally millions, which means none of these statistics and percentages mean jack shit. Now, obviously, I've still left the community post up, even though I do feel like a bit of an idiot for just running with my emotions, which is something that I strive not to do in general, but I thought that this was such an obvious, glaring good point that I thought I'd just run with it. Now, one thing that it has led me to think, though, is why have they put all of these different games under one umbrella? What is it that they're hiding? I mean, over on Steam, it's a very similar statistic. Only 2.something% have got that level 55 achievement, and I'm sure it's a very similar story over on PlayStation. But what's interesting about Steam is that you can actually see the player count. Now, right now as we speak, Call of Duty currently has a 24-hour peak of 103,000 players and an all-time peak of 488,000 players. Now, if you're to see this all-time peak, you might be mistaken for thinking that this was the launch weekend of Modern Warfare 3, nearly 500,000 players on at one time just on Steam. But that is absolute bollocks, because ultimately that all-time peak was most likely from the launch window of Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2, and actually we can't see any detailed numbers on Modern Warfare 3 whatsoever. And I believe there's a very specific reason that they don't want us to know any of the detailed numbers about Call of Duty, and specifically Modern Warfare 3. The thing is, for the last few years, everyone who has been arguing for skill-based matchmaking says it will never be changed because it is the one thing that is keeping all of the casual players playing. And if skill-based matchmaking was removed, there would be such a big decline in the casual player base that the numbers for Call of Duty would drop so dramatically that the game would essentially be dead. Bear in mind, we used to know the exact numbers for every Call of Duty game and they were super easy to find, but this stopped like 5 or 6 years ago, and now the only data we have been able to have is from like the past 2 years where we've been able to look on Steam. Steam is obviously just a small section of the player base, but it does give us some sort of idea of trends. Now, because they have put all of these 3 games in together, they are intentionally muddying these numbers so that we have no idea of the effect of skill-based matchmaking or any of these decisions that these guys are making have on the game. Not only that, but if there's like a die-hard PC player, one of the first things that they might do when they're looking to play a new game is check the Steam charts to see how much of a player base it has. So basically, by lumping all 3 together, they made it so that it looks like the game is always doing a lot better than it is. Because no matter how many people are playing Modern Warfare 3, there will always be another group of people playing Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 as well. But when you add all of these numbers together, it makes all 3 of them look like they're doing well, instead of any of them looking like they are failing in comparison to one another. And I just thought that was super interesting, as it's just another sketchy, manipulative, skanky little tactic that Activision are using to play with the general public's mind. I think a lot of the time people fool themselves into thinking that these people were gamers like us. They want to play video games, they enjoy playing Call of Duty, they want to be good at video games. But sooner or later, we all have to realize that this is just a business for them. And as such, We are just another commodity, something that is going to line their wallets. They do not care about us. And I think although this seems very small, I think it's such a big thing in terms of how they think about us as a consumer and how much they are willing to manipulate us. But anyway, I know this is a short little video, but I just wanted to get this out there because I thought it was really interesting. I'm Average Joel. Peace.